Beloved, I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This will be your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings for $50 per month. You get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career and finances, as well as ancestral messages. You'll find the link to my Patreon listed in my description box below. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. Without further ado, let us tap in and find out, why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? Let us tap in and talk to God, right? So I am receiving a channeled message. I'm receiving a download, right? I'm channeling, so the download is, there is like an old woman, right? A granny, a grandmother. This woman here, like, this is somebody that purely lives in the spirit realm. Not that they're passed on, but in the physical they're here, but they're not here. They're in the spirit. They trapped spiritually in the spirit realm. Like, their physical is here in our eyes, but in her eyes, in her mind, in her heart, and in her body and spirit, she's in the actual spirit realm. Meaning, this person can be in a crowd of people, and this crowd of people are all seeing blue sky, birds. This woman will be seeing cave. She'll be seeing, people hurt, animals. People are hurt to the extent of like torture, right? Like, this woman is in some form of a spiritual hell, some realm, some paradigm of a spiritual reality that is tied to a hell zone. Like, she's in hell right now, but in the physical she's here, but how she lives her physical is in the spirit. So this is a woman that abused every ounce of spiritual power that she's ever had, to the point where this is her punishment. She did this to herself. It's like how somebody is in jail right now, physical jail. There's only one way of living in there, and they have to live it every day. This woman is always in the spirit realm every day. There's one way of living that she experiences. This woman will be sitting next to someone or sitting by herself, and she sees people that aren't there in the physical because they're in the spirit. She sees things that aren't there in the physical because they're there in the spirit, and she's there in the spirit. Hence, she sees it. But to people, it's paranormal activity, it's craziness, it's this and that. Nah, someone's in the spirit realm. Someone's swimming in the spirit realm, drowning of their sins. I'm channeling and downloading here, there's a lot that you don't know about this woman here. There's a way in which she showed up in your reality. Like, she tried to make you believe that she was a certain type of way and a certain type of way only. This is a woman that tried to put you in a mind control where you see her in a certain way your whole entire life. Like, and this way is like sweet, caring, loving, more like trustworthy. Like, this woman wanted you to see her as a loyal companion of life. Like, she's on your side, she loves you, she's all about rooting for you. Like, she's just this good person who's in your life, but that's not the truth. Like, she wanted you to believe that that was the truth. So she was playing your energy in the spirit by attacking your mind, wanting you to be in a mind control trance, mind control paradigm, mind control reality of who she is to you. But who she really is a demon. Like, this woman is a demon that is housing so much darkness within her mind, within her body, within her heart, and within her spirit. That's why she sees those things in the spirit. Like, that's why she's living in that spirit, in that realm in the spirit, because that's where she belongs. Like, that's why she sees what she sees, people in tortured states of being, dog spirits, dog creatures. Like, this woman, and she can't tell anybody because she's afraid that they're going to isolate her and take away her life from her. So this is a woman that doesn't want to tell anybody what she's going through. She lives a life of trying to keep it together actively all the time because she does not want anyone figuring out that she's actually crazy. This woman's crazy. You'll be walking and she'll see a person behind you that is blood filled. Like, they just look like they're just covered in blood. Not because it's you it's the world she's in. Like, she's in between worlds. She's in the physical and the spiritual, but she's trapped in the spirit and trapped in the physical. She has to learn to coexist with both. And she knows that if she tells somebody what she's dealing with, people are going to think she's crazy, and then they're going to want to take her to get professional help, and she might get, she might lose her life, not live, because she's in another trap, cell, or confinement. She's already trapped in the spirit. Don't forget, she knows damn well that, like, that's just another trap for me. So she's trying to keep it together. She's trying to come off a certain way to not just you, but to everybody. But I feel with you, she tried to illusionize who she was to you forever. Like, she tried to put you in a state of being, of seeing her as this figure forever, to keep you chained to her. Like, this woman wanted whatever you had, whatever you do in life, to revolve around her. Like, think of her first, as if like she's some form of God, right, in your life. Like, she wanted you to go to her first with the devil energy, with everything you have and do and say and whatever. Like, she wanted to be your end all be all. Like, she wanted to chain herself to you like that forever. Like, your life must revolve around her. Everything must revolve around her. She wanted to secure herself like that. But what ended up happening is the return to sender, the access denied, the protection over your life. Because think about it. This person already plays in the spirit, not just towards you, but in general. This person is somebody that plays in the spirit every day. Like, they'll go every day to do something to someone in the spirit and pay for consultation and pay a witch or pay a voodoo priest or pay a dark arts spiritual practitioner, pay all these people. for this person and, get it done. Give them anything that they have. I don't know how people think. You give money to somebody who doesn't have a life that you want to live, but you want them to change your life. Like that person, when you look at them, do you want to live like that? Are they who you want to be? Or are they where you want to be? These people that this person consults with, like, these are people that live in poverty or hell of their own. These are people that also haven't figured life out for themselves, but this person depends on those people to take them to the spirit and take them out. No, of course they're going to be flunky because they don't even know like that. That's why this person's trapped in the spirit, because these people don't have the full information with the things that they do. They just do what they were taught, and doesn't mean what they were taught is the only truth or is the truth or is the answer. It's just the way that works. But everything has a loophole. Everything. This woman here, she can't get out of the spirit. She can't get out. She wants to go back to the physical and be in the physical alone, not the spiritual. She doesn't want to be in the spiritual anymore. But she can't, like, she's been paying all types of people, to do all types of things to get her out of the state of being. She wants to stop being crazy, right? Quote unquote. She wants to stop seeing these things, these creatures, these people, these this, that. She wants to just see reality as is. But she can't. She took the privilege of her presence here and tried to take herself there. So that's where she's stuck at. This woman doesn't just do this towards you. She does this for a living. Like, this is how she lives her life. Like, every day she goes and asks someone to do something for her in the spirit. Oh, today I need you to do this person, that thing, that. You're not the only one. It's people like these that devote their lives to the spirit and depend on the spirit and then have to live in the spirit. Like how we can live in the Holy Spirit because we go with God. We flow with the divine Allah Ra source. This person's living a different reality though. This person has no clue how to get out of this situation. They're so afraid. They want to speak about it to someone. No one is going to just sit there and listen to this person speak all these things without, like, running the other way. Like, this person, they want help getting out of this energy, and they feel like you can help them. You're being called to step away from this person. Don't ever help this person. Right? This woman here doesn't deserve that. She is where she is because of what she's done. She's done what she's done, so she is where she is. We have the title called Reverse. We have Gemini energy, we have Leo energy, we have Capricorn energy, we have double Leo energy, we have Aries energy, we have Sagittarius energy, we have Cancer energy, we have Pisces energy, okay, double Aries energy as well. We have the Hanged Man reverse. It's like this woman here wants to break free from this paradigm, right? She wants to only exist in the spirit, in the physical. because in the spirit, she's going crazy, right? This woman is also haunted by all that she put you through, because she feels like you are the answer to all of this, or you are the break free. You are the break free. She feels guilty for manipulating you into believing that she's someone that she's not, in order for her to have control over you. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Emperor. It's like a part of them knows that everything is their fault and they should just deal with it, but they don't know if they have the capacity within themselves to keep living like this. Like, they don't know if they can keep doing it anymore, because there's nothing that's holding them down, like anchoring them in a way of like everything's gonna be okay, this and that. Like, they don't feel like everything's gonna be okay. They just feel and think that things are gonna be worse. So this person wants to just stop all of this, but how they want to stop all of this is like they want to get out of this. Like, they can't find anyone who can help them. They've been trying. Like, I see this woman ruling off numbers on her in a book or a small booklet or something, where she's just scratching off numbers of people who she's tried to gain some form of assistance from, even like people that do the same thing that she does and dibble and dabble in the spirit realm in this way. She's been trying to hear from them, like advice, like not telling them anything, but rather saying, like, asking questions to hear certain things without telling them the full story. Like, this person is just going through a lot here, but they deserve this, because the person that this person is, like, there's a reason they live in the spirit realm like this, in between worlds. It's because they do it every day and they choose it above God. They choose it above any other faith. This is her faith, and she's gonna want to try and like make you feel bad about her being in this position and all these things. Like, that's none of your business. When she was doing all these things, it had nothing to do with you and never will. Like, people should just take accountability. People like this irk me. You just don't want to take accountability of your own life. Like, imagine somebody wanting you to believe that there's someone that they're not, so that they can control you. Like, what is that? That's so sick. We have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Now this person every day finding it harder and harder to live like this. They're finding it harder and harder to find things to keep them afloat. We have the Ten of Cups. Anything that can make them not see anything or hear anything that is not in the physical and only in the spirit. Like, they're trying to find ways to cope, but they can't. Nothing is holding them down at this time with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Nothing and no one. It's like it's them and their demons. They can't be mad at anyone or feel any type of way or think any type of way about this, because you were going in and out of the spirit realm. What do you think's gonna happen? Like, the hell? This woman is in her own specialized hell, because the way in which she dibbles and dabbles in the spirit is to hurt, harm, destroy, and steal. So the realm of the evil is where she is. The world, the life, the reality of the evil is where she is. She's evil. The only thing that this woman cares about is the fact that, like, you got away. Like, the reason they think you have the answer is because they feel like you got away. That means you have some form of ability to not be touched by darkness. So this woman wants to use you, anything about you, your body fluids, your clothes, your possessions, anything, for her own sake, because she feels like she can get out of this hell using you. Be careful here. You have somebody that only wants to take from you further. This person doesn't care about anything she did or how she acted, what she said. Doesn't care about anything except the fact that you seem to have figured something out or have an ability to step out of the spirit or just get her out of this, right? So she wants to use anything of you to do it because you got away from what she tried to do to you. And don't forget, she does this towards everything and everyone. It works for her. So when it doesn't work on you, you are like a lost hope at this time, because it's like that means something about her. I can use her or him. This woman here is sinister, malicious, vindictive, calculated, and very, very evil. She wanted your whole life to revolve around her, see her as this angelic figure, while she's an evil, demonic person in your life. Don't ever assist this person with anything. Let her live with it, literally. It's no one's problem except hers. You can't make this anyone's problem. Whose problem is it that you went into the spirit trying to play with people's energy, and when God steps in and vindicates the people's energy you're trying to play in, God puts them in a position to be protected. You surprised, you humiliated, you embarrassed, you this, you that. Of course, because what were you even doing? Who are you to think you can do that to another person? This woman here, she needs to pay for all of this. She's in her own hell for a reason. There's no escaping themselves. This woman will never take her own life. She's too afraid of what's on the other side. So she's just gonna watch herself lose it further, or she's gonna watch herself lose herself in the spirit realm further. Page of Swords. She's just not willing to, it's like this woman, when you know exactly what you do, how you act, what you say, right? There are certain things you just like can't be mad about, because you know exactly what you've done, what you said, how you acted, right? That's where this person is at. They mad at the world when they should be really mad at themselves. Like, what were you doing? This woman has lived like this her whole life. Just imagine. Of course she's living in the spirit realm right now, because that's what happens. It's like anyone that taps into the spirit, it's either they have authority with God or they work with the devil. This woman, her life revolves around this. And because her life revolves around this, she has to live with it, right? You spent your whole life doing this. Now when it's time to really stand on it, you want out, right? That's crazy. There's no getting out of this. This is what happens. You spend your time in the spirit. When you get older, your things get older with you. Energies you send out, things you do, you just carry everything. Things you say, how you act, you just carry it. And this woman here is afraid of what she's carrying, because she now is experiencing a tables turn energy. She knew better, but she didn't do better. She just wanted, what she wanted out of all of this. Like, and then this woman would falsify her belief system in people's eyes, claiming that she is this, she is that, when she's just a witch. Yeah, this woman here, nothing is going to help her get out of this. There's nothing that's going to assist her out of this paradigm. It's a punishment. It's her own things, right? Her own things. Like, literally, these are the things she sent out to the world, to people, to anything that she did this on, or anyone, including you. She was paying for this, putting her faith and belief in this, her trust in this. She thought that this was it for her. And even when she was introduced to God, she didn't care to understand God and build a relationship with God. All she wanted was power, power, power. And she found power in witchcraft. And now she's stuck in the spirit because she's been doing witchcraft since her her late teenage years is what I'm seeing here. Her late teenage years, like 18 plus. As soon as this woman was 18 plus, she went crazy, dibbling and dabbling in the spirit. She felt so powerful, in control of her life and her world, her reality, and her identity. But she didn't know what was waiting on her on the other side of all of this. Because what's to come of all of this on the other side, which is where she's at right now, is this, right? She's at the other side, literally. Go into the spirit, go into these realms of darkness. You live there forever then. Live with these creatures since you want to conjure them up. Live with these creatures since you want to place your faith and trust in them. Live with them then. Why can't you live with them? We live with God. We reside within the Holy Spirit energy. We live with that every day. We live with what it means to walk with God, what we have to do to walk with God, and who we have to be. We live with that. These people of darkness need to live with their own things too, but they be weak. Like this woman, she's weak. She doesn't want to face everything that she's done. She wants to make it your problem, wanting to set you up, thinking of a plan to come towards you and set you up so that she can use your energy in whatever way to get herself out of this situation. This woman wants to put this curse on you. She wants to swap, like she wants you to go through what she's going through. She wants to drench you in this curse and drown you in this predicament as well. But it's never going to happen. This woman will live to see the day that she dies with all of this. It's no one's problem except hers, okay? I'm being called to end this message here. This was your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career, and finances, as well as ancestral messages. The link to my Patreon will be listed in my description box below. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google. Search it and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I thank you all for everything and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.